basically the budget was like £500.
Wow.
And we thought, what can we really stretch it to make it look like it's really good or expensive?
So how did you stretch it? Because that looks like it's more than 500 quid's worth of...
well, it was just basically either you can do something quickly, you can do something with money, or I don't know. We just took our time with it basically and did it over a long period of time. I think it took about 3 months from like writing to completion, and we just kept picking away at it until we were finally happy with it. There were a few points where we thought, oh, we could like release it now, but we needed to be genuinely happy with it before we could get it out. Basically, that's the principle behind most of our projects, really.
So what's the basic way you made that video? Is a lot of graphics going on there?
It is amazingly simple, really. I mean, anybody can do it. All you need is a big green screen, which you can get from Amazon for about 35 quid. A big empty space, which in this case was Tiki's living room. And we just literally did wall to wall of our living room in green screen. And we just shot it on SLRs, different angles over and over again. And then I suppose the hard bit was piecing it together in like using Photoshop and Illustrator and Apple Motion, Apple Colour.
Is that to put in all the effects?
All the effects, yeah.
Afterwards.
So it did take a while, but it's nothing that anybody else can do.
So did you have the idea, when you heard the song, did it suggest what the video was going to be, or did you always want to make a video like that and grafted it onto the song?
Well, it's an odd thing, really. We didn't want to make a music video that would like detract from the music, and we didn't want the music to... We wanted it to complement the song, basically. So we sat down with Tiki, and her album, which is from Out of the Black, we had a very nice cup of tea and a heart-to-heart, and she told me that basically the album was born from like her depression, basically, over a long period of time, and it's reflected in the video, basically, like, not necessarily the different stages, because they're never like one after another, at least not in my experience. They kind of catch you off guard and they spring up and bloom like flames from nowhere. And we wanted to capture that, or at least I did. And yeah, basically it was kind of a collaboration, really. It's like from her experiences and my experiences, we kind of came up with something that kind of fit the music, I think.
It does fit really well. Yeah. So is this your first experience of making a music video? Have you made it before?
We made one prior to this, which was for a competition a while back. This was our first commission work, which I think is why we put so much effort into it, really, to make it pretty good. So you could watch it on MTV or anyone like that, hopefully.
Is the single actually out now, or is it?
I think she's still waiting to release the album. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
So what, have you had much reaction to the... It's different now, like 20 years ago, a video would be the key part of the marketing campaign. It'd be MTV, well, that's what you hope for. Whereas now it just goes to YouTube, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, if it goes viral, it goes viral. I mean, we've had a pretty good reaction so far. It's been in a few festivals, and the critical reception has been enough to make me happy. But yeah, it's slowly building up, basically, as it goes to the different places, because Tiki is originally from, I think she's French Cameroon, and she moved over here, and she has like one kid, and she's like a single mum in Manchester. And it's never going to be easy to like forge a career in that respect. So we were hoping the video would help her and vice versa, because I must have listened to that song about 1,000 times now and I don't get tired of it. And it's weird because a lot of the time when you do work on films you get quite jaded with the process because you just become over familiar with it. But not with this one.
No, she's got a really beautiful voice. So do you think making a music video has changed in the last 20 years? You know, like if you're making it 20 years ago, you'd be thinking trying to get the MTV knockout.
Yeah.
Whereas now you'd be thinking in terms of trying to make something that's viral. Does that actually change the way you put the content?
Not with this video, although I have talked to quite a few directors and producers over the years, and in fact one guy who's done quite a few videos told me that apparently the average budget for a music video in this country is about £8,000, which is pretty low compared to like, I don't know, a Jay-Z music video where they throw millions at it and it's pretty terrible at the best of times.
Yeah.
So it's not really about how much money you put in there, it's how much love and hard work you put in there, really.
It could be argued that the point where music starts to go wrong is when people spend more on the video than the album.
Yeah.
Well, obviously you wouldn't argue that because you're making the video, aren't you?
It's one of those things where I was actually good friends with her before we did the video anyway, which is probably why it went along so well, and she kind of agreed with everything that I suggested, and well, she actually had a lot of input into the video as well, so it just kind of worked. It was more of a collaborative effort more than anything.
So you've got any other projects on the moment?
At the moment, I am knee-deep in scripts, which is like the filmmaker's worst nightmare sometimes, because you just want to pick up a camera and start filming. But if we'd done that with this, we would have come out with I don't know what we'd have had, but it wouldn't have been a scratch on something that you'd sat down and planned and just worked at.
I mean, is it plan to make any more music videos?
Oh yeah, I'd love to do another video. It's about finding the music for me though. It sounds really corny, but I couldn't do a music video for a song that I couldn't stand, to be honest.
Well, if you have to hear it 100 times, yeah.
I don't know actually.
Or could you just switch your music off and make the video without the music?
That would be an achievement, but I might try it
Yeah.
if it pays the bills.
Okay, well thanks for bringing it down and thanks for that.
Thank you.